For the next 24 hours, I will only be using Canadian fishing lures.
Oh my God, we're on. Oh, we're on. We're hooked up. There we go. There he is. Got him. There it is. We're on. We're on.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're out here, and today we have ourselves a bag full of tackle from Canada, and today we're going to be cracking all these lures open, going out and trying to catch some fish on some Canadian lures. So while I was in Canada, I decided to go to a few tackle shops, pick up some fishing lures, and we were actually going to go do some fishing there, but then we found out there's actually a lot of laws and regulations on some of the species there. So we stuck with the sturgeon, and don't you guys worry, because we have one more day of sturgeon fishing to show you guys. And I decided to go a little nuts in the tackle store and buy this bag full of some crazy cool tackle that I have never seen before. So let's go ahead. We're gonna crack this bag open right here. We're gonna go out on the pond and we're gonna see if we can't maybe catch some big bass on some of these crazy Canadian lures. So right here we have our bag of tackle. We're just gonna go ahead and dump everything on the truck bed. We have a lot of tackle. I went a little crazy. It was a really cool area, and they had tons of little local tackle shops, even in like the city, which was kind of crazy to me. So we went to, I think, 5 local tackle stores in the city, and then we went to a Cabela's, which I've actually never been to. So first time I ever went to one was in Canada, and I bought a ton of different lures. So we have a nice spread of a few different techniques, a few different colors, and I don't even know what is the target species for like the creeks, the rivers, the ponds in Canada, but these are not really considered bass fishing lures. I mean, technically you could definitely use them, but a lot of these look like they're like little jigs or something. But I'm about to just go ahead and show you guys what we got, because I have some really cool lures. And also, I don't even know if all of these are from Canada, because some of the guys were telling us that they actually import a lot of the stuff in, but technically they are from Canada because I bought them in Canada. You get the point. Let's go ahead. Let's get right into the first lure. We have a mustad little, God, what do they call these things? Oh, a bucktail jig. There we go. All pink. Look at that thing. Very interesting color. I kind of like that though. I definitely got the pink one because it looked the coolest. You know, white's always good. I do know that you can catch striper on these things, so that's actually why I grabbed this. But nice little pink lure to start the day off. Next up, we have this little spoon right here. It seems like there was a lot of these. I mean, pretty much every owl that you went down had at least 15 of these things on there. So I'm sure these are a very popular lure. Next up, we have some worms. As you guys can see, they are pink, and I'm not real sure what this brand is, but it looks like a little local brand. So, you know, we had to snag these, and they look pretty good. You can't go wrong with some little pink worms. Speaking of soft plastics, we also have some crawls right here. I actually got these from Cabela's, so I don't even know if these are made in Canada, but you know, you get the point. Just a little black and blue creature bait. Can't beat that. Then we have, I don't even know what these are. Very interesting. They actually look like Japanese lures. I think that they are, but very interesting, and they're very salty. These gnats are attacking me. They're the worst I think I've ever seen them this summer right now. I mean, they are everywhere around me. That is one thing I did not miss in Canada. Not even a little bit. It was great not having to deal with them for a week. And now I'm back, and they're eating me. They're getting their time back that they missed from tormenting me. Everything, leave me alone. Next up, we have a twitching jig. Check that thing out. You guys know that I had to buy this. Look at this thing. It literally comes inside of a little package, like a hook package, and it glows in the dark, so it has UV on the jig head, and it's very green. And I bought this because not only did it look cool, but I'm very interested because it looks like a giant fly, but it looks like you tie it up on some kind of like rod and reel because it has that jig head and hook already in it. So very interested in that. And I was so interested, I bought 2 more. We have a blue one. We got a dark blue and a light blue. Again, it glows in the dark, and it has some kind of hook on there. But I was very interested in these, and they had the coolest colors. So I had to buy a lot of them. But right here, I don't know if you guys can read the top of that. You see that? Made in Canada. We have a legit made in Canada fishing lure. I don't know where the other ones were made, but I know for sure this one was made in Canada. It looks like a little local brand, so that's pretty cool. Told you guys the jigs looked sick, so I had to buy a few different colors. And this one's like a white with a light blue. So super excited for this one. Now we're getting to some topwater baits. We have this right here, which I think I've actually used. I don't know why I bought this, but I thought it looked cool and I wanted a topwater bait. So we got this, and then we have ourselves a Rapala little topwater frog spitting bait. God, these gnats are eating me. But look at that thing. It's got some kind of cupped mouth, which is super cool. I am telling you guys, if you have never dealt with gnats, it has to be the #1 most annoying thing in the world. Like, they're I don't even know how to describe the pain that they cause me. But last but not least, we have another lure that is made in Canada. Check that out. Looks like a little local bait. And this is Atomic topwater bait. And it actually glows in the dark. So how could I not buy that? We have a bunch of cool lures. We're gonna go out on the pond today, and we're gonna fight the gnats. We're gonna fight the heat, and we're gonna see if we can't catch some fish on some Canadian lures in the south. So let's go ahead and let's take all this out on the boat, and I'll see you guys there. All right, so we have made it out onto the boat, and we have a ton of lures to choose from. I think we're gonna start off with probably this bait and this one, because they are topwater baits. And then we're gonna kind of cruise through, tie up a little bit of everything. We definitely got to get a little twitching jig going here. We got to get some soft plastics. I mean, we literally have a nice spread of pretty much everything. So I think we're gonna start off with topwater, and then maybe move to a jig or a spoon, or we have so many options, it's not really gonna matter. We're just gonna try and catch fish on as many lures as possible. So this bait right here was made in Canada, and it is hand painted. It looks like Atomic Lures of Gold River, British Columbia. So this bad boy right here is legit. And I'm not real sure what to think about this thing. Look at this. This is unlike any topwater bait that we have here. Look at this. One hook. It's got a 360-degree swivel. That is very interesting. But hey, we're gonna tie it up, give her a try, see if it's any good. Okay, I don't want to overwhelm myself and tie up too many things, so we'll just start with this. Oh yeah, that's definitely about to get smacked. That's actually pretty cool. Like, kind of dives and shoots back up. Very interested about that one hook though. That's a little concerning, but dude, that's weird. It like kind of goes under and pops back up. That's kind of cool. I feel like a bass would smoke that thing. All right, I already got it snagged, but it's very unique. I mean, it's kind of like a popper, but it kind of like, it goes under at an angle and then pops back up. It's kind of weird, but it's got a nice popping noise. Now, I'm not real sure what species this is supposed to be used for, but I think anything would eat it. I kind of like the fact that whenever you pop it, it kind of stays in the same place. It's like it'll float back to where it popped instead of just, you know, keep coming closer and closer to the boat. So that's pretty cool. You know, I don't know how the topwater bite's going to be this morning because it is very hot, very humid. It is so thick filling out here. So I'm sure these fish probably are not going to be shallow very long today. So that's why I want to start off with the 2 topwater baits, and then, you know, we can grab the jig and the bottom baits and work with that. But I don't know if they're going to be shallow. Oh my God, we're on. That fish crushed it. Wow. He jumped on top of that thing. That little fish made that blow up. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. Dang, dude, he got it good. Literally got him twice. There we go, fish number 1 on our topwater bait. God, for him to be little, he sure did hit that topwater bait like a truck. Thank you, buddy. See ya. Alrighty, well, we knocked off our first topwater bait. Check that thing out, super cool. That was an insane bite. Truthfully, I don't know if this is a topwater bait or some kind of like bait that you reel and then it floats back up and reel and float back up. I don't know. We used it as a topwater bait and it worked fine. So we're gonna move on to the next one. All right, so next up we have a Rapala skitter pop, which is a popper, and this thing was pretty pricey, but that's Canadian money, so I don't know exactly what that was US. I think it was like 17 bucks maybe, but it's in a frog color, which is what I just thought was very unique about it, because I've never seen anything in this colorway that's a topwater hard bait like this. I mean, look at this thing. Very interesting, very unique. Not sure if I've ever seen one of these until I saw it in the store, and I was like, I gotta have that. I actually love this color combination. You got like a little leopard frog, you got some red right there, I guess maybe looking injured, but looks pretty good. Let's see what the action looks like. That's the most important thing. Ooh. Oh yeah, that thing's about to get smacked. Oh, we're hooked. Oh, we were hooked up. Looked like a smaller fish. Guess at the top where bite, it's gonna be kind of whack because it's so hot. You know, the pond is pretty much a bathtub when it gets summertime, so these fish really don't stay shallow. Like, they might push up shallow to chase something, but I mean, they're not just gonna be sitting right there in the burning hot sun. So I don't know where they're at. We've got a little bit of action, but usually in the summertime they'll get out here and like school up. I haven't really seen that, so I don't know what they're doing. Well, let's tie something else up and we'll just keep this on the deck for whenever we get the opportunity to toss it around. I'm thinking we go with this little jig right here. I mean, this bad boy is legit made in Canada. Wow, that thing is interesting. I'm not real sure how you fish these things. It's pretty heavy too. I wonder if you drag it on the bottom. Definitely doesn't look bad. Definitely looks out of place. That's maybe what I would just describe it. Yeah, it looks like a little fleeing bait fish. And they don't look terrible. I do think I am going to put it down and throw the topwater right here though, just because this could be an area where we could catch one on that. Oh! One just tried to eat it. I mean, he literally hit it as soon as it hit the water. I just had slack line from the cast. I mean, I didn't even feel any pressure of him. Oh my God, that was a solid smack. Wow. Dude, you just completely missed it. Completely missed it. That noise though was crazy. Oh, we're on. We're hooked up. There we go. There he is. Got him. On the topwater bait. Always barely hooked. Oh yeah, I wonder if that's the same fish. That's a decent fish right there though. Okay, butterfly, I'm gonna actually need these, so if you could, thank you. Basically the popping spook, we got one. That's what I'm talking about. Dude, that thing was getting a ton of action right there. There's always one hanging over here, and there might be another one, so I'm gonna get this one back and give her another cast. Thanks, buddy. All right, well, we got what we needed there. That's a good sign. Now let's go see if we can maybe figure out how to catch one on one of these jigs. Let's go ahead and get us a Texas rig going here. I just want a bait that I can pick up and have some confidence in, since, you know, we're fishing with like these weird jig things that might even be fly fishing. I don't even know. So let me just get one of these out. That way we'll have a little something to fall back on, since I have no idea how to use some of this stuff. Let's go with our pink worm right here. I'll get down on that. They just smell like a regular plastic worm, so nothing special there. And that's basically it. So little pink worm, especially since, you know, it's hot. They're probably sitting on the bottom, sitting near brush pile, stuff like that. So I feel like a Texas rig could be really good today. Oh, there's one. Just picked it up. There he is. Got him. We're hooked up on the pink worm. Oh, not a bad one either. Not a bad one. Not a bad fish at all. There we go. That makes the heat a little bit better. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. No, 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 no. Get up here. Yep, that's a nice fish. Very nice fish. Guys, set the hook and he was just running. Got him on the old pink worm. The big bass like pink, man. I'm telling you guys. Look at that. Nothing crazy, but that's a pretty good fish. Definitely probably the biggest of the day right there. Woo! Hit the bottom and he ate the old pink worm. God, I'm losing brain cells right now because it's so hot. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. Yeah, that water is toasty. It is always hot, but like today it's just been different. One thing I want you guys to look at is like, look at this tail. Like whenever it catches the right way, like let me see if I can get it to do it. You like reel it really fast. Look how it kicks. It's like a flat little tail that has some kicking to it, which is pretty cool. Oh, there's one. There he is. Got him. Little pip squeak on the pink worm. Oh, we just spit it. He was definitely very tiny. I actually don't know how I hooked him. Let's tie up another plastic. Let's tie up one of these weird, I don't even know what they are. Let's tie up one of these. Custom soft baits. They honestly look like a little catfish. Like, look at this. They have like little whiskers. That's so weird feeling. Smell like a usual plastic, but they're very odd looking. How even, that is a little baby catfish. Look at that. He's even got a little eye, little gill. There it is. We're on. We're on. There we go on the crazy. I don't even know what you call that thing. I don't even know what you would call it. Get up here. We got one on the, I'm going to call it the catfish slug. That's kind of what it looks like. Very unique and interesting lure. I don't know if I'd really want to throw it again. It's just kind of strange. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but it's strange. Nice little fish though. Thank you. Okay, well, obviously they are on the bottom. We've had a pretty good amount of bites for the bottom baits. Dude, that thing is super squishy. Look at that. I mean, it's a cool concept. I feel like if it had like some fins on the side, like that would move, it'd be pretty cool. Okay, so we've caught fish on 2 topwater baits, 2 soft plastics, and we still have a spoon. I don't really know if I want to throw that though. We have some twitching jigs, but I don't even know how to work these things. And I feel like I'm not really in the right area. So that is a struggle. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with it. I think these are for fly fishing, if I had to take a guess. You cast up there and, you know, work it through wherever you're fishing, mainly probably like a creek with some flow, so this thing would move around. I guess we'll throw the creature baits. We'll throw one of these crawling around. So I wanted to give you guys a little update of our fishing day so far. It is so hot out right now. The bass, I don't really know if they're filling our Canadian lures. They are not touching them. The topwater baits and the bottom baits have been, you know, pretty decent. The topwater bite wasn't as good as I would have liked it to be. It's just so hot. I mean, it's rough out here, but the little jigs, I don't know if that's gonna happen. I'm trying my best, but the bite has really died off. You know, they're not really active. It could just because it's so hot, but I am losing brain cells out here. It's brutal. It's rough. And the fact that the fishing isn't great either is just a stack on top of that. So I'm gonna keep grinding it out and hopefully we're gonna have a big payoff soon, but it definitely seems like the fish are not eating. See, I like our lure collection. Like, the topwaters were cool. This is also a topwater bait. I just felt like, you know, instead of throwing this, we'll throw the other 2. But, I mean, the plastics, they're plastics, you know, they get bit. The spoon, it doesn't really have like a silver side. It's actually white on the other side, so I don't know if that's gonna be real great. But, these twitching jigs, these were like the coolest things. I was like, I have to buy multiple because they look so cool. But it seems that these kind of shrink up and they don't really give off a lot of action. I mean, I honestly like our lures. I think we have good stuff. I just think it's so hot and these are so many different like techniques. And of course, you know, the topwater and the plastics are going to do the best in a bass pond. let's just say that summer's been so hot that I've only been like afternoon fishing whenever there's like an afternoon tournament, and just if I wanted to go night fishing, which hasn't been much just because it's so humid and hot. The bugs are crazy. There's a fish. There we go. That's what we needed. That's what we needed. Get over here, buddy. Get over here. Basically, is what I was saying is if I don't fish in the morning time, it's just too hot to fish. Ow, I just took a tungsten and a hook to the hand, and he just went back in. Ooh, I just got thumped. Yep, that's a fish. We're on. Got one. Decent one. Not bad. Not bad at all. There we go. He was kind of in like a shaded area. There we go. The pink worm claims another victim. I like this pink worm. It's pretty sick. It's been catching them pretty good too. Thanks, buddy. Well, all of my cameras are overheating. And it is currently 9 o'clock in the morning. That's a fish. There we go. We're hooked up. We're hooked up. It's a decent one. Or it might be the bird. I don't know. That's a fish. There we go. We're on, baby. We're on. We're on. We're on. Get up here. It's a pretty good fish. Put up a really good fight, and he might be the last fish of the day because the cameras are overheating. I'm overheating. The fish are overheating. It's rough out here, but hey, we caught another one. The pink worm has been slaying them. I feel like we did pretty decent with our Canada lure, so let's get them back. Well, we have made it off of the John boat. I'm not gonna lie, I was loading the John boat up and I thought I was about to pass out. I mean, it's brutally hot. I'm not trying to exaggerate or make excuses, but I mean, it is insane out right now, and it's only like 9:30, and it's awful. So I'm gonna get out here while I'm ahead, head to the house. I haven't had a whole lot to eat, so I've been up early and stayed up late cranking out a video. So I'm about to go back to the house and probably take a shower, take a nap, then edit this video. But it was a long day out there on the John boat. Honestly, the gnats are attacking me now. But the bite was all right. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. We caught fish. We caught fish on our lures. The lures were cool. I had a good time besides the heat. But it was fun to test out some new and foreign lures. And it's always fun to bring them out and see if we can catch fish down here in the humid and hot south. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and a comment. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Stay fishing.